Hello. So, as you saw in the title, yes, I am going to be doing the mini fridge story. So, let me tell you what happened. I was 10 in 2022. It was before I had my hair dyed or anything. I was a 10-year-old girl with my natural brown hair, and instead of just like a mix of pink and blonde like right now. Got it redyed pink, but it'll fade again, I believe. But, yeah. 3 times redyed, it'll be back. Sadly, the pink's faded out a ton from just one time in the water. So, yeah, but hopefully it can stay in for a little bit. Well, anyways, back to the story. So, I had a little fort downstairs. I had to remove it because, like, it was, like, the ideal spot for bugs to hide in, and I got a bunch of bites in my sleep. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Luckily, the scars from the bites did fade away, but I'm okay now. Anyways, well, I had like almost all of everyone has a grandma in their life. Well, not in their life, but everyone has had a grandma, whether they met her or not. I've mostly lived with my grandmas because both my grandpas died. Yeah, that was sad, but my grandma had a little mini fridge. Yeah, she had a mini fridge in her house that stored water, and we'd always go over and take a water out of the fridge when we were thirsty at her house, and it was nice. So, yeah, we did that, and also, no, I think you know where this is going from. Grandma didn't want her mini fridge anymore. She had no use for it after she was done using water with it. So she gave it to me and my family. And at the time, because I had a fort, I'd always sleep downstairs. I'd never really sleep in my bed a ton, but my parents were fine with that. But now I do sleep in my bed, and it's okay. I like it now. But I my parents realized I was down there a ton, and they wanted to make things easier for me. They didn't want me to constantly have to go up the stairs, open the door, and go into the kitchen just to have food and water. Like, it was connected to the kitchen, the basement and kitchen. So, yeah, and it made them have more of a chance to wake up, because my mom's a light sleeper, and my dad's heavy, but still he can wake up. And my sister's also a light sleeper. I'm the second heaviest sleeper in the house. But yeah, I'd always go up the stairs to get some food from the fridge. And it wasn't the best choice I had. And my parents knew that, so they were going to give me something. The mini fridge. My parents decided that it couldn't fit much, but it was just enough to be able to fit some food, water, and stuff in there, so I can just go out in the hallway in the basement all the way to the bar where the mini fridge is, open it up and take something out there. And the freezer was like so tiny, like it had to have been like twice the size of that old camera, and that's small. And like the opening and hollowness and stuff, but it was just enough to fit all my popsicles in there for whenever I wanted them, and things were going great. I had a nice mini fridge, and yeah, everything was going smoothly. I'd go out to eat or drink something, and it was fine. I'd have a more better and ideal way of getting food and water downstairs. Oh, and there was also a bathroom down there, obviously. So I wouldn't have to go upstairs to use the bathroom unless I really, really wanted to. I don't really go downstairs a ton anymore because there's a bunch of spiders down there and I'm scared of those. Even back then I was scared, but there wasn't as much in plain sight as there is now, because we actually killed them off a lot more. But we don't really go down there a ton anymore. So the mini fridge was working perfectly fine. Everything was good, just eating, drinking, and stuff, until one day the mini fridge had a malfunction. It made us get to the point of wanting to get rid of the mini fridge. So let me tell you what happened. One day I wanted to, I had cauliflower in there. I don't know what else I had, but I know I have cauliflower in there. And I loved cauliflower at the time, so I wanted to grab some and eat it. And all of a sudden, I realized something was wrong when I ate it. And it tasted worse. I wondered why. And it was actually because ice was on it. So it didn't taste as good with ice on it, because, well, part of it was just ice and it didn't feel good like normal. It froze, and when I tried grabbing a water, all of a sudden I realized the water bottles were completely frozen, like frozen solid. Like there was no water, just ice in those bottles. And I didn't know what to do, really. If I even tried to get the ice out, I'd have to use the scissors or whatever. It was not good. But eventually I learned to get used to it, and I just either grabbed tap water from downstairs or got a cup filled with water from the kitchen upstairs. That's what I did, really. So after that, everything was going fine except for the food tasting a little off because of the ice, but all of a sudden, it didn't cross the line yet for me though, because it still froze ice cream in the fridge and like anything that couldn't fit in the freezer, and that was efficient and good. So I didn't let that cross the line yet. I ate the ice cream in time, but you know what happened in the freezer? One day I was going to grab a popsicle from the freezer, and I took one out, normal stuff, and I was just walking back with it to the other room across the mini fridge and like where I was sleeping, or like the other room that wasn't the fort. So I went back, and literally I was like, what's going on? Because I felt something wrong. Like, I didn't see anything, but I thought something was off. So then I looked at the popsicle, and it was dripping, and the carpet was stained. We managed to get the stains out, but that was the freezer. The freezer that's supposed to freeze stuff. It was acting like it was just in the fridge or out of the fridge and freezer for 15 minutes. It was acting like it hadn't been frozen when it was clearly in the freezer. So yeah, that mini fridge malfunctioned a ton. So I just resorted back to going upstairs. Surely it wasn't ideal, but I got used to it. And it was a lot better. So that was the mini fridge story. Eventually I just resorted to staying upstairs, not going downstairs anymore. And yeah, I like the downstairs bed better than the upstairs bed, but I was afraid of downstairs. So we got rid of the bed up here because it was actually like in bad shape, really. And we put the bed from downstairs up here, so now I have a comfy bed that I'm telling you this on. And I've managed to live without the mini fridge, like without caring that it was gone. The end. Have a good day. Bye. And if you're new to my channel, welcome.